Through 5 weeks of the regular season, the Dublin Shamrocks are 2-3, which isn't exactly bad for a team that's really out here in their first year of doing things. Yeah, we were the Washington football team, but now we're all the way over in Dublin. A new place for a lot of these players, and some of these kids are just coming out of college now to the NFL. It's an adjustment. And we do have a couple of guys we can upgrade today. We've got Mr. Cole Cook, our supposed franchise quarterback, who's had great moments. He's had some not so great moments too, but it's a rookie. We're going to keep rocking with him here. We got strong arms. We're going to upgrade him here. Now a 76 overall. He gets 2 little upgrades here, +2 to throw accuracy deep and +1 to throw accuracy mid. Both of those are much needed. And as a small call out, he is now 413 downs played out of 500. So probably in the next episode, you'll see what his actual depth trait is, and it'll tell us a lot about his future. Christian Norwood, one of our late round picks, is up for an upgrade too. So we've got slot, zone, and man-to-man. Go ahead and upgrade man-to-man a little bit. I want to make sure he's probably more balanced towards zone than man-to-man, but I'm going to get his zone up, obviously, or his man up a little bit too. So +3 awareness, +1 man coverage, and +2 tackle. I'm here for that. The guy that's probably been one of our best draft picks so far has been Thad Lindley. No relation to Mario Lindley. A lot of you guys put that in the comments. He's 100% going to be an elusive back. So we're going to upgrade that. He's down an 81 overall. He gets 2 upgrades here, +3 awareness, +1 a juke move. I don't care about awareness as much. Give me stuff like the juke move because we need that to go up real quick. And for Thad Lindley, again, this dude is a massive, short little human being. He's 5'11", 238. That's a big dude. He's like Zion Williamson. It's a lot shorter, but he's 367 downs out of 500 played. So a couple more weeks for him for sure. Then we'll find out what his depth trait is too. So we're heading down to Charlotte, North Carolina today to take on the Panthers, a team that's doing a little bit better than we are. They got Teddy B, they got Christian McCaffrey, and they got a team that is a little bit scary out there. We've got a young core that I feel pretty good about, but now playing on all Madden for the rest of the franchise, things are about to get a whole lot more difficult starting now. So we're coming out with offense first. Gotta love that. We got the white unis on. Again, I feel like these are a little bit better than the other ones. Now, keep in mind, our uniforms, we cannot change the pants. They're only available in black. There is no green. I wish there was, but there's not. So as you guys saw, Thad Lindley is really close to 500 yards. His next big run should put him over 500 in the season, which I'm 100% here for. He's going to rack up a couple of yards here. Looks like 2, but he's at 8 now on the day. Been a little slow to pass sometimes early in the game because Cole Cook, you don't know which guy you're going to get. Sometimes he's incredibly, accurate. Sometimes not so much, but that time it was a laser to him. Nice little pass. Got us a first down here. We got 1st and 10. You know what we got? A lot of you guys have also brought up that we should probably call up. Ooh, that was not exactly accurate. That was okay. A lot of you guys have mentioned we should bring up Thad Moss. I'm thinking about it. Let me know in the comments down below. Logan Thomas might be about here, and I think that Thad Moss could really be one of those guys that comes in as our, receiving tight end. That wasn't a completion, but that was an absolute dot by Cole Cook. Finding ourselves here with a big 3rd down and 10. Couple of guys, it could be the move here. Ooh, this is... We don't want to talk about that one ever again. Now, shout out to Tress Way because our punter really put them deep in their own territory, all the way down to the 2-yard line. Teddy B and company got their backs against the wall, and Holcomb comes in with what should have been a safety, in my opinion. Another big opportunity coming up here. 2nd and 11. Bostic in the game. Got a couple of guys there. Christian McCaffrey's trying to turn this into a 99-yard run, but we're saying not today, Demon, and we stop him after 5. 3rd down, 6 yards to go. We're pretty sure this is going to be a pass play, so we're going to play it like a pass play. Definitely that. They go for the quick pass, and DJ Moore's going to pick up a whole lot on that. Up to man a little bit here, see what we got. Boston room in the middle. McCaffrey staying in this time. They go over, and that one's caught. Teddy B and company are looking real good right now. Got a couple of, plays that didn't really go their way, but for the most part, whoa. That's got to be on them. We'll take that. We'll watch the middle with Holcomb this time. He's been actually a really productive player. I've actually started to like him a lot. He's way better than I thought he was going to be. Underneath pass, we're going to swallow that one up quickly. 2nd and 16, we're going to play for a pass here. I don't imagine they're going to run it here, but you never know. Definitely a pass. We chose the right one. They go underneath again. We got McCaffrey right from the jump. 3rd down and a whole lot of yards. We're going to slide a lot of our guys back. Obviously, we're going to play for the pass. They have no one in the backfield besides Teddy B, and he's not exactly a burner out there. They go for DJ Moore. We quickly get him, and that should be a punt coming up. Punt coming up here from Pilardi in Carolina. Hoping we can return that one. This was going to be right where we wanted to. Mr. Sanders out here to return it. He's one of the fastest players in the league who kind of ran into his own guy, but we'll look past that. I can't front. I want to find a way to get Sanders on offense a little bit. That dude can catch a lot better than maybe some of our receivers, so I'd love to give him an opportunity out there. Cook makes a couple of adjustments. He's got his guy across the middle. That is an incredible catch by Deontay Arnold. One more look at it here. I mean, Cole Cook, that's a tight window, but that's an even better catch. Arnold's a stud, if you knew that already. Haven't seen Lindley for a couple of plays. See what he's got here. Go inside zone for him. He's got some room. I like it. We'll take about 8 or 9 there. Officially, that goes down as 8 yards. And Lindley, look, we're ready to go right back in the middle with him again. Found a seam, found some room, and he got it. 1st and 10. Hook here with all the time in the world. Gonna float one over. Lindley with the basket catch. I didn't know he had hands like that. Excuse me. I doubted you. What was I thinking? 27 major yards there. Unreal throw, unreal catch. You gotta love that. First quarter's winding down now. Little play action fake. Almost wanted to go to Y there, but we went over to Deontay Arnold, and that was going to be dropped. Pick it back up here in the 2nd down. Arnold's going deep. Recovering that one pretty well. Old Cook throws a laser beam to McLaurin, and Terry McLaurin is going to catch that one at the 7. We've seen some really bad throws from Cole Cook on the run, but that was one of the best ones he's had in his young career so far. For that run up the middle, Lindley's going to go through the muscle hamstring, gets down to the 4. 2nd and goal. Carolina's pretty heavy in the box right now. Old Cook looking to do something. The big fella ends up getting... Ooh, I thought he got injured, but that's Shaq Thompson who comes up with the injury. We lose a yard. Play coming up here. Got a lot of guys coming through. McLaurin's super wide out in the field. We're going to put Sprinkle. They're going to in route. Should just be just on the cusp of the end zone. Sprinkle's there. Sprinkle... Good news, he caught it. It's unfortunately at the 2. Pope says go for it. So look, we got the whole band back out here. We're ready to go. I'm a little scared. Arnold's going to be our underneath guy. We got a lot of guys going across the middle here. Oh no. Cole Cook is going to take the sack. That was great coverage by Carolina. I'm sure someone in the comments is going to say this person was open. Guess what? We didn't see him. We didn't see him. Again, props to Carolina. That's a great goal line stand. They've now got an opportunity deep in their own territory with some points on the board finally. Both teams again struggling. Christian McCaffrey, though, is about to go for 90 yards. 2nd and 2 from the 18. Not a lot of yards between both teams, especially on the ground, but they're still going heavy with it, and McCaffrey's going to get grabbed up after a gain of nothing. 3rd and 2. Gonna be a close one here. Trying to get the pressure. That's a good hit. That's a great wrap up by Montez Sweat, and we're going to stop them before they get the 1st down. That should be a punt. So here we go. From the 19 now, Carolina's going to punt it. Again, Pilardi, his 2nd punt of the day. Got a couple guys out here going after Trey Sanders. Sanders is going to catch it deep in his own territory, but again, look how fast the young man is. Even when you don't think he can get a couple of yards, he snakes out some, and that's a pretty solid return given what he had in front of him. Book and Co, we're back out here. Got his guy. That's a great throw. Okay, we see you, Sims. Sims is a guy a lot of people forget about, but it's a great catch. Sims has actually done really well. He did great in the preseason. He's done great in the regular season, especially in practice. And he actually moved ahead of Trey Quinn in the depth chart. So exciting news for him. He's got an opportunity. He's got to make the best of it. 2nd and 12 now. Wide open across the middle. We got him. Sims again. Back-to-back big catches now inside the red zone. Starting to see Sims separate himself again from the rest of the core as the guy that could just get open. You need him to, and that's honestly great news. We're going to put Arnold here in a streak route. They're sitting on Arnold pretty hard. We go back to Sims for the 3rd time in a row, and the young fella is in the end zone. The bad news is we may have used him too much as now he's injured. Great job on the catch. That's great news for us to set the tempo. We got the 1st points on the board. Now Carolina feels a little bit of pressure from their side. If our defense can step up, great news. But right now, McCaffrey's finding a lot of running lanes, and that scares me. Well, 2nd and 1 now for Carolina. And McCaffrey is finding lane after lane. I'm beyond scared to see him in the open field. Beyond scared. 1st and 10 again. Gotta watch McCaffrey. The dude has been incredible so far. Stays in for blocking. They go for a quick pass underneath, and we grab that one. 2nd down. Carolina again feeling the momentum. They've quickly gotten into striking territory. They found a guy across the middle. We missed big, and Anderson's going to go down now to the 12-yard line. Our defense now has their backs against the wall. Hold them to a field goal, that's great. But give up a touchdown, well, things get spicy real quick. This one is through the goalpost. As the first incomplete pass that Teddy B has thrown so far in today's game. Kind of wild to think about. Got a lot of it covered. McCaffrey's so quick, he gets out of bounds to the 6. Things are getting a little wild now. 3rd and 4. This is big.
Look at
Going
this
to a
dude.
field goal if we used to get a stop here. That is a souvenir for somebody. Not any of the players, though. We're going to sell out all out of the blitz here. We got Jimmy Moreland out of James Madison University trying to get in and get the block here. No chance in the block. That one is up. That one is good. And the lead has now been cut to 4. Now the team has a little bit of a 2-minute drill to go. Got 1:42 in the clock. We got 75 yards in a dream, I believe, but it's going to be a little tough. Look, makes a couple of adjustments at the line. Guys are bailing out, and he's got him. He just can't connect with him. If Cole Cook can get that short accuracy improved, he's going to be an absolute problem. But it's just a bit of a struggle for the young fella at the moment. That one was caught just by the wrong team. So now we're in a bad spot. We had just gave up 3 points. They were frustrated they didn't get a touchdown, and now they've got an opportunity to get that touchdown right back and take the lead. They're throwing one up top, and it's going to be grabbed, and we bring him down. But how did he betray like that? I felt good about our coverage. I felt really good about everything. And then DJ Moore said, I don't care about your coverage. They go underneath. We thought we had him. We are not going to have him. Our worst nightmare comes through. The pick, the quick drive, the touchdown. Carolina has the lead now. So we tried to do the 2-minute drill. Didn't work out. Now we got a minute drill. 60 seconds in a dream. That's what our team's working with at the moment. Things might have just got real bad, depending on what this flag is. Okay, thank God it's going to be roughing the passer here, so we're going to be able to accept that penalty. Thank you, Derek Brown. You just saved our game. So what would have been an interception and maybe more points again for this team ends up being neither of those things. Big fella's going deep. Sprinkle! Today is National Sprinkle Day. Forever. One of you guys in the comments told me that Sprinkle was an absolute stud, and I laughed at you in my own head, and then now I'm thinking you are the official scout of the team. That was an unreal grab by him. Lindley. Just don't get that pick. Thank you. 2nd out and 10. Again, we're in field goal range, so getting a field goal here is still perfectly fine, but a touchdown would be amazing. Got Lindley out here moving. Lindley's going to make some moves. He picks up what looks to be a solid gain. We're going to use our 2nd timeout. Things are getting wild now. 3rd and 3. McLaurin's back in the game. Arnold's here for some short yardage. Going for the short yardage here, trying to get Arnold out of bounds, and we do. He picks up 7 in the first. We're just shy of the 10-yard line. We're going to put Sprinkle on a quick underneath route here. This is going to be tough. He caught that at the 1? Are you kidding me? Sims, he's back. We're in a slightly dangerous scenario because we don't have any more timeouts. We used them right there because I was blown away that we actually caught that. And we're going to try to see if we can get a touchdown. If we get sacked, we still have time to spike it, but we'll just be a little crazy. And we got a guy wide open. We're going to find him, and ladies and gentlemen, Scary Terry. He's on the board. We'll go get the whole squad. Get the whole squad. I'm here for it. So going into halftime, we had the lead of 4. We're still holding it here in the 3rd quarter. And Carolina had the ball first, couldn't do anything with it. So we're out here trying to make some plays. And Thad Lindley says, don't forget about me. We've been passing a lot. Let me run. Look, I'm going to be honest, Thad. If you're running like that, I'm going to give you the ball a whole lot. Believe that. Back out here again, Thad Lindley's going to move forward. Look at him breaking the tackles. 5'11", 238. Don't you forget it. I don't know how you stop a guy that's that short, that sort of low center of gravity, and that strong. The dude is just a muscle hamster for a reason. Back out here, coming out of the backfield. We're going to give it right back to Lindley, but he's got a case of the dropsies and doesn't hold that one in. Look, taking his time, getting under center now, almost in midfield. We'll let Lindley go, but he couldn't find much room, only gets 2. Team trying to make something happen here on 3rd and 8. A crucial down. Got a guy streaking. We're going to find Scary Terry, who's going to turn. And I believe he got the first down on that one. That was close. They say he's shy. No. We got to go for it. 4th and 1. Carolina knows this one's definitely going to Thad Lindley. But can you tackle the muscle hamster and stop him in the backfield? The answer to that is yes. Undoubtedly, yes, they can. And here comes McCaffrey. He's so good. Our team knows this is going to be tough. Now giving them the ball in midfield. It was a risk. You had to take it. You wanted it. And look at what you got. Look underneath. Route gets picked up after 5. 2nd down is short now. Again, McCaffrey in the backfield with Bridgewater. It's like a halfback draw. They end up going with what looks like a read option or a botched handoff. There's going to be a flag on the play. It's like holding on the offense there, which will be great news for us. We 100% will accept that. 2nd and 11. Holcomb's going to rotate the middle for us. They go, and that is a beautiful pass. No way we can stop that. Darby had honestly perfect coverage, but the throw was just on the money. In the right pocket, just ahead of our guy. Nothing we can do about that at all. Off the back foot, you see a nice pass to Robbie Anderson by Teddy B. We're trying to put as much pressure as we possibly can on Teddy Bridgewater, but he's just staying poised right now. Teddy B's out here running. Speaking of poise, he throws a laser, and that was going to be a first down to DJ Moore. We're trying, but Teddy B's just trying harder right now. We got to have some heart if we're going to be able to stop this team. Go for the run. McCaffrey goes through the middle, spins, and picks up 10. And despite the early stops we had against Christian McCaffrey, he's now up to 6 yards per carry. Your defense is not having a good day when they're giving up that much to any running back, let alone one of the most dynamic ones in the league. See a beautiful tackle coming in there. And Carolina's still in control at the moment. What happens? A field goal puts them down by 1. A touchdown obviously takes the lead. They go with the wide receiver reverse, and I was not expecting that whatsoever. Here it goes. 3rd and 7. We'll drop Montez Sweat back because we don't really have enough coverage there in the middle. They go with probably the latest halfback screen I've ever seen. We just basically said, keep him in front of us. We got the stop. It's field goal time. Carolina again to go down by only a single point. Gostkowski's going to line up. Jimmy Moreland from James Madison University nearly blocks that when he was so close. He's a little too far away. 3rd quarter's winding down. Not a lot of time left. Now's our time. Try to get some more points to the board. Again, even a field goal is going to be great here, but we would like more than that. And Lindley's had a solid game, but the Carolina defensive front is really, really good, and they've really kept him in check so far today. Now he's finally got his biggest gain. Are you kidding me? Finally, Thad Lindley goes off, and now he has 50 on the game. Looking company again. Right across the middle of the field, we're going to find Terry McLaurin, but he's going to have that one dropped, bobbled, and then picked off. Mackenzie Alexander gets the first pick of the game, and that's number 2 by Cole Cook officially. One more look at it here. Had the catch. It spun him around. It flipped up off his knee. And Alexander just finds it in front of him. Carolina's in the driver's seat right now. They have been getting all the momentum, and then something like that happens, they've got a whole lot of it. We're trying to get a couple of people blitzing here on Teddy B. We get a lot of pressure in his face. We got a chance.
Oh my God! Inhuman
he caught
reactions.
that. He was just out of bounds. Not only did he catch it, he caught it one-handed over top of our guy. I'm vomiting right now. That's beyond scary. And trying to get pressure on Teddy B. Pressure comes off the edge, and Montez Sweat. Go ahead and dance, young fella. You earned that one. That pressure was incredible. We needed that, and thank God we got a hit on Teddy B. 30-16. We drop our guys back. See him? Everett gets hit hard. Can we catch one off of bounds? We need that right now. This would have been a 58-yard field goal if they'd attempted it. I don't really feel like they're actually going to kick a punt. They are. I stand corrected. They're going to try to coffin corner us here, but I was prepared for that fake. Now, even with that little punt there that put us to the 17, it's not all that great because we're still in really good driver's seat. Okay, Lindley's going to get this one. He's got some room. No fella's going to try to run somebody over, but that power style isn't quite there. Got to give major props though to our defense. They have been so good today in keeping us in this ball game when we should be really far out of it. Nice play here to Terry McLaurin. Should pick up 2 in the first. The referee's against us. It's obviously home cooking. They say we're 3rd and inches. Please get the first down. We need this. There you go, Thad Lindley again. Small yardage, but it's good. 29-yard line. This is a little scary, but we're going to throw it. That is just out of the hands of Arnold. 2nd and 10. Lindley out of the backfield. Need some big yardage from him sometime soon. He's had one big breakaway, but other than that, nothing. 3rd and 7. Cole Cook, this is your opportunity. Chance to convert. A big 3rd down. Arnold had it. He hit him where he needed to, but Arnold can't hold on. Defense has kept us in the game. It is their time to do it yet again. A lot of guys here. Trey Sanders, though, taps that one away. 2nd and 10. 1-point lead right now. Still that we're clinging on to for dear life. That one is going to be dislodged by Reuben Foster. Major play. Major down. The team needs to step up right here, right now. That rhymes. You know what I mean. Putting Sweat back in coverage to help out a little bit in case someone's leaking out. Go for the underneath route. That's out of bounds, and it's coming right back to Dublin. So from their own 19, Pilardi again, who we've kept pretty busy tonight with punts, back at it again. Hoping we get enough room for Sanders to make something happen. Got the wide side of the field. He's going to try to break out to it. Sanders again is going to have a pretty solid return. It's not going to go to the house here, but it is going to be enough to get us all the way down to the 48. That is great starting field position for Dublin. The offense needs a great drive here. So we're going to start it off with Lindley. Take a little bit of time off the clock. Lindley's got the entire wide side of the field. He's got some great blocks here. Lindley with the great juke made 56 look crazy. He just stopped moving. 22 big yards for Thad Lindley. I believe his longest run of the day, topping what he had earlier on that previous breakaway, but maybe a little bit too much of that because they stopped us pretty quick. Also 2 on that one. Would love to extend this drive as much as humanly possible right now. And sprinkle across the middle here in a quick in route. Lindley's going to be wide open out of the backfield. We'll let the young fella move. He's going to get what looks to be about 8 or 9. Lindley's had the ball a ton, but he still looks to be okay right now. 3rd and 2 coming up for the young fella. Found some room. Lindley's got some areas to move, and he's inside the 5. What a carry. That puts him 3 away from 100. He's been slow and steady, but he's just put on such a big show here in the second half. He's gassed, a little afraid to give it to him, but if we can get him in here untouched, we can. Thad Lindley, you deserve that, young fella. You have been the workhorse of this team today, and we finally got you in the end zone. It's what you deserve. That being said, we're not quite out of it yet. They are only down 8 points, so a touchdown and 2-point conversion. If you can do the math, you know that they're still in it. Go to McCaffrey. We're going to try to wrap him up and keep him in bounds, and we do just that. Again, our goal is simple. Keep them out of the end zone here. I'd love to get a turnover if we could possibly force one. Eddie B looks a little lost right now, and Montez Sweat found him literally in front of him and said, "Excuse me, I want that." That was an unreal play because Teddy B has looked so poised, so just in check and calm of the entire game, but not on that play. 3rd and 9. They go for a deep one. They're going to find it, and Jones picks up a major first down for them. Oh, we had the right coverage. Unfortunately, we did not. 1st and 10 again. 1:55 left. Under 2 minutes now. No 2-minute warning for Carolina. All they have is their 3 timeouts and a dream. Bridgewater throws one back. I thought that could have been picked, but Ronald Darby was nowhere to be found. Teddy B again trying to make a play. Feeling some pressure. Teddy B throws it. I felt it could have been a fumble. Carolina, though, is keeping all their timeouts right now, which I got to give them credit for. Is pretty smart. They can get some points to the board. They'll be fine. Holcomb nearly had that, however. It's 4th and inches, 4th and 1, technically, but we don't want to. We'll let them take a run. We just don't want them to give up a pass. Bridgewater throws one that I don't know how DJ Moore caught it, but he did. And they're still taking their time here. They go. McCaffrey, elusive as ever, and we bring him down this time at the 21. He refused to use the timeout. They go to the flats. We want to keep him in bounds. They do end up getting out of bounds at the 14. This one is coming to the wire. Beyond scared at the moment. Foster and Holcomb are going to try to patrol the middle. Keep him out of the end zone. Go for the underneath. McCaffrey falls down, and we'll let him do that from the 11-yard line. He's about to get spicy. We're going to drop Sweat back to help us out in coverage a little bit. Definitely going to be a pass play here. They go to the edge. That looks to be a first down. Oh, we thought it was a first down. The refs think a little bit different. Trying to get some pressure. They throw in the out route, and Darby, for the zillionth time today, gets burned. Gerald Everett has been a monster today. Oh, that play sucked. Giving up points here would suck a whole lot more. And I give up a 2-point conversion here. They're going to have 2 timeouts coming into this. They go for the wide receiver reverse. They tried it earlier. We were prepared, and we stopped them. We've got a 2-point lead, and they only have 2 timeouts. We're about to wrap this thing up. This is the pivotal moment for Carolina. 2 timeouts. They have to get the onside kick, or we can run the clock out. This one goes back. Sims is going to get it. We're going to fall down with Sims. Perfectly played. And with that onside kick being grabbed, that is going to seal the deal. We're going to steal a game in Carolina to get ourselves back 500. You gotta love that. Didn't think we were going to do it, but we pulled it out. The offense felt really balanced today. The turnovers weren't obviously great, and I think one interception was definitely Cole Cook's fault. One of them, absolutely not. It was a fluke play that just happened to happen, and it is what it is. But still, 17 of 28, 223 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Not a bad game. Teddy B, though, was on fire. He had some late game mishaps, but he was a problem for our defense all game long. On the ground, Thad Lindley, again, player of the game. Steady, and then in the second half, again, took off 21 for 128 and 1 touchdown. Carolina really missed out by not going to Christian McCaffrey more because we had a hard time stopping him after that first quarter. In the air, McCaffrey, though, was a little bit more active. 8 for 38, not as much as he would have wanted. Steven Sims, though, 8 for 95 and 2 touchdowns. I didn't expect him to have even 1 touchdown today, and he came out with 2. DJ Moore was a problem. Gerald Everett, we could not stop him at all today. He had 2 touchdowns on very limited grabs. And Lindley got involved in the passing game with one of the best catches of his young career so far. See Robbie Anderson, Jerry Sprinkle, monster today. We got to find a way to get him more involved. Maybe Thad Moss gets brought in to supplement him too, but I love that. Arnold and McLaurin, just got to find a way to get them the ball a little bit more on different routes than what we're obviously running them on right now. Offensively, nobody really stood out with a crazy amount of tackles, but Reuben Foster ended up with 5 total today, one of those being for a loss. Endo Fuller had a couple, Trey Sanders had a couple. He did a lot of good work for us on the punt return duty, and the college chimed in with 4 as well. From a sack perspective, one guy was really the whole show today. That was Montez Sweat. One, he really found him in front of him, and the other, he put a lot of pressure on him, but Montez Sweat, we get Chase Young back, it's going to be a monster for us. After the game, Montez Sweat absolutely deserves to level up. This dude was a monster all game to game. When Chase Young gets back, which should be very soon, I cannot wait to see what they do together. +1 to acceleration, +3 to awareness. That's great news for him, and I need to see him do a little bit more to, keep those ratings moving, but I'm happy so far. Trey Sanders also earned himself an upgrade, so we're going to upgrade his man-to-man. Again, we'll get his man-to-man to about an 80, then we'll probably push most of that to zone from there on out, but +1 to awareness and press, +2 to man coverage. Again, solid all around. Steven Sims had himself one heck of a ball game. We'll keep upgrading his deep threat here. 75 overall now. He gets a lot of upgrades. We get +1 to catching traffic, catching, deep route, release, and speed. This guy is our hidden weapon for sure. Last but not least is Cole Holcomb, who has been one of the unsung heroes in this team, and he has stepped in and done a fantastic job on our defense. Run stoppers, we're going to keep increasing him. He's got some other stuff in the 60s that we need to improve as well, but +1 to awareness, gets +1 to zone coverage, and then +2 to block shedding, man coverage, and play rec. Might be a big-time player making big-time plays soon enough. So the good news is we find ourselves at 3-3 now, matching what the Panthers have as a record. I don't know how much this is going to be, staying above 500, but we have a couple of tough games in our bye week in week 9. Maybe going into week 8 and make a trade or 2 to really, mix our team up a little bit. But for right now, I like the core of our team. Our defense has bailed us out. Our young quarterback is playing pretty solid for rookie quarterback. But shout out to Thad Lindley and Steven Sims. Those guys, along with our defense, absolutely carried us to a big W this week.